Welcome back to the most inconsistent channel on the entirety of YouTube. The last video I did was on the Harley Benton Delta Blues, and that by a huge margin was the most popular video I've put up on the channel to date. So I've decided I'm going to try and milk it for everything that's worth, and I got another Harley Benton. So this is the Harley Benton R457-MN WH. Yeah, I know that is far too many letters for a guitar. The eagle-eyed among you will probably be noticing this is a Fanfret or a multi-scale guitar. It just means that the scale length for the lower strings is longer than it is for the higher ones. On the high end, the scale length is a 25.5, and the scale length for the lower ones is 27. This means you can keep good tension in the lower strings for lower tunings, at the same time as still being able to do all of your lead work and bends easily on the higher strings. Spec-wise, everything is the same as it was when it came out of the box. Harley Benton custom tuners, along with a bridge, their own brand high-gain pickups, master volume, master tone, and a 3-way selector switch. The guitar came out of the box in really good condition. The setup was amazing, only downside being it came strung with 9-54. Even with the extended scale length on the top, that's still really loose and can have some serious tuning issues. But all you need is some heavier strings to counteract that entirely. Like all Harley Benton guitars, this thing is cheap. This is about £150 UK, so probably just under $200 US. The guitars are designed to be cheap and mass-produced, so the quality can vary, but I think I lucked out with this one. Everything is really solid on it. There's only a couple of tiny little things, some white paint here and there on the neck, but other than that, fantastic. When it comes to getting a 7-string with a multi-scale on it, this is by far the cheapest one, or one of the cheapest ones that I've seen. Most other companies who offer this kind of guitar, you're looking maybe £400–500 upwards for something like that. This wasn't even the cheapest one that I could find. They had another one in black, which had active pickups in it. I think it was about £10 cheaper as well. I just didn't feel like getting the one with the active pickups. I personally prefer having passive. Another awesome thing is that Thomann managed to send this guitar all the way from Germany to me in the middle of a pandemic in 5 days. And that's just service you can't really beat. Right, so I'm going to shut up and we're going to hear how this guitar sounds. We're going to start off with clean, move into crunch, and then get onto the really heavy stuff. While I'm playing, I'm just going to cycle through all the different pickup selections and let you hear what this guitar has to offer. The setup I'm using today is the guitar running straight into a Boss Katana 50, the Katana is running into a Scarlett by Focusrite, and that's going right into Cubase. Okay, so here's the neck position on a clean channel. The middle position. Finally, the bridge position. So even though these are high gain, high output pickups, you can actually kind of clean them up quite well. They're definitely driving the amp a lot harder than most pickups would, but with a little bit of tweaking in your EQ and your gain settings, you still can bring it down to almost a chimey clean. Okay, so here it is with a little bit of crunch on it. So yeah, very similar to the Clean in the fact that it's pushing the amp a lot harder than a lot of other pickups would, but with a bit of tweaking, still can get a decent crunch tone out of this thing. And now for my favourite thing that this guitar does, throwing on a ton of gain, compressing it down really hard, and just riffing. Alright, so there we go. Amazing guitar for the money that you're paying. Really solid build quality on it, and you can get some amazing tones out of it. Just takes a bit of dialing in with the amp. If there was anything that I was going to do to change the guitar in the slightest, first thing I would probably put in some different pickups. These ones can just push the amp a little bit too far when you're trying to play something a bit more chilled out. I would also put locking tuners on it just for guaranteed tuning stability. That being said, I would probably put locking tuners on any guitar anyway. So I think that should just about cover most of it. Might be able to help if someone's maybe looking into buying one of these or something similar. Anything else you want to know, fire questions down in the comments and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. I know I promised this in the last video that I did, but hopefully this time I'm actually going to get some more videos done eventually. I've kind of got a space now where it's a lot easier and I'm not having to shift tons of stuff back and forth and reset it up just to take it back down. Thanks very much for watching, hoping to have another one up soon, so I will hopefully see you all there. See you later.